Good evening, everybody, and Happy New Year. I'm having a hard time getting my computer to find me, so hang on just a second. Hi, Aunt Bev. See, you're watching. Now, if my thing would just load, here it goes. Starting all over, must be. Come on. Hi, Kelly. Okay, let's see if I can find me here. There I am. Okay, welcome to the new year. It's about time I got back online, don't you think? My name is Wendy Keys Turnbull, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and this is my will be again regular Wednesday Night Live. And tonight I am going to make a sampler. I have tons of these from when I used to go to Melissa Damon's house in Syracuse every month. She had us do a sampler every month or so. And so I have a whole bunch of these that are already in frames, and I have a bunch of them that are not in frames, that are a little bit smaller, that I put on a metal plate with some magnets. And I'm just gonna show you a couple and then we'll get started. So just so you know what I'm talking about. So this is a sampler that I have made. I probably can't get it all into the picture, I bet. Trying to fight the cat for space, and he's not very happy with me. Yeah, he's getting nasty over here. Okay, let me turn that away. So this is one that I did at Melissa's. So this one hangs in my powder room downstairs most of the year. Right now there's a winter one in there, but for most of the year I leave the butterflies up. And then, hi Marin. And then I have these I took down when I cleaned up for Christmas, and I just haven't taken them upstairs yet. I hang these, they're hanging in a spare room upstairs, and I just go in and go up and get whichever ones. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 different places that I hang the samplers. So these are kind of all, the sampler I'm going to do today is a little bit different than these, because these are just all 9 squares. Melissa called them inchies, which I have a lot of inchies. But the sampler that I'm going to make today is a little different. Set these down. It's a little different because I'm going to make it with different sized pieces on it. Let me show you the other one. You guys, let's see, I don't think Holly was here yet when I was doing these, but Marin and Bev, you probably already have these. So this is the metal plate. I bought these online from, I think, Michael's or something. And I bought a whole bunch of them and gave them to everybody, and then we made samplers. So Thanksgiving, fall, Christmas, Easter, spring. Oops, I think I had 2 there. Yep. That's for like Memorial Day and Labor Day. Summer, birthdays, and so on. Oh, 4th of July, back to school, Halloween. So those are just a few of these that I've made. Now these, like I said, I don't know what just fell. Oh, the cat. No, the cat didn't fall. The cat made something fall. So these are a little bit different because I think these are 9 by 9, if I remember right. 9.5 by 9.5. And then you put things on these plates, these metal plates with magnets like this. Hi, Sherry. And then these, of course, that I just showed you are in frames. So these are 12 by 12 picture frames. And that's what I'm going to do again today. I'm going to make a 12 by 12. I'm going to make a welcome baby kind of thing. So I chose this piece of paper to be my base. And I'm going to use, some of these are retired. I'm going to use Thankful Gardens. I think I'm going to put that big flower in the middle. I'm going to use Sweet Peas. I'm going to use Little Dreamer. I'm going to use All for Baby. And then I'm going to have a spot where I'm going to leave it blank to put the baby's name in it. I don't necessarily have a baby in mind, although I do know somebody who is pregnant and having a girl. But so this is the sampler that got me thinking about it. My friend Roberta made this at an event that I went to, last year, the year before. So this is the format that I'm going to take. So I'll tell you a little bit about it as I go along. I've got my papers cut, but I don't have anything stamped or anything like that. Hi, Deb. So, of course, I'm going to use pastels. I'm going to use Pool Party in the middle. And then I have these. I have soft sea foam. For the orangey color, I have petal pink. For the purple, I have fresh freesia. And for the yellow, I have lemon lolly. So all pastels. And then I'm using Very Vanilla for actual stamping and cutting and things like that. So this is one of the new papers that just came out on the 6th, which was what, Tuesday? So that's the back of it. This is called, let's see here. There it is. This is called Splash of Sparkles. So I could use that side, but so much of it would be covered. So I thought this would be a better side to use because hope that glare off the silver isn't getting you, because it doesn't matter how much of this is covered. The pattern is pretty good throughout. So, okay. So we're going to have this one here. And then I need to decide what order I want to put these in, because I don't want the two colors next to each other, obviously. So let's start with a fresh freesia up here, and we'll put, let's put a soft sea foam next to that. Let's put lemon lolly here. I'll straighten it out in a minute. And then let's put petal pink here. And then we'll go soft sea foam, and then lemon lolly. No, that's not going to work. Go soft sea foam, and then we'll go fresh freesia, petal pink, lemon lolly. What do you guys think? Hi, Bev. Hi, Kathy. Kathy, how you doing? You must be home, or you're in the hospital watching on your phone, probably, right? So what do you guys think? You think that's good, or do you think I should rearrange some colors? Let me know. Let's see. And I probably could do it like this so that they're all, that's there, that's there. So then lemon lolly here. No, that wouldn't work anyhow. I think I'm just going to leave it like this, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so as I was saying, I want to put the big flower in the middle, and I'm going to color it with pastel pinks and pastel, you are at the hospital, okay, pastel pinks and pastel greens. So let's get my... Kathy, I take it the surgery went well. I certainly hope so. I was thinking about you. Okay. I'm going to put that on there, and then I'm going to stamp this on a scrap and cut it out and put it on there. So I do have a bunch of scraps here. Let me just move this out of the way so I don't make a mess of anything. All right, and I did just ink this up. So because I tried to stamp some things yesterday with it, and it was so dry that the paper stuck to it and wouldn't come off. All right, that looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and cut this right out, and then I'm going to color it. You guys are going to have to bear with me a little bit here. Hi, what's up, Doug?
Nothing.
Okay.
Just checking on you.
I'm fine, thank you.
Looks good.
Thanks. He's funny. Oh, it's frozen. It'll move in a second. Okay. So don't mind me while I'm cutting not on screen, because I don't want to keep moving the cutting machine back and forth. So. All right. Okay, and I have a variety. I'm going to color on this so I don't mess up my paper. Well, I didn't quite cut that out perfectly, but you know me. Okay. I just pulled out a variety of things here. Let's see. I'm going to use soft sea foam for my stems and my leaves. And I probably should be using blends for everything so that I can highlight, but I just, at the last minute, grabbed a bunch of things. So let's see what happens. I bought all new, I think I told you guys this before, when I heard that the Stampin' Right markers were going away, I bought all new ones so that I would have those tips on them as opposed to the plastic tips with the little tiny thing where the color comes out like the old ones were. So I've got all new up-to-date Stampin' Right markers, and I know they're retired, so I shouldn't be using them anymore, but I've got them. We're going to use them. So, okay. And I think I only pulled out one Stampin' Blend for the bubble bath because the other one is in a setup for this weekend's workshops. If you attend my workshops fairly regularly and you haven't RSVP'd yet, please let me know. You can even say here whether you're coming or not. Please let me know by the end of tonight if you're able to make it so that I can start prepping everything tomorrow. Now, Kathy, I know you can't make it. Aunt Bev, I know you are coming. Bev, I know you can't make it because you're in South Carolina. Marin, you just let me know you're coming. So Kali, I need to know from you. Deb, I'm pretty sure you're not because you typically don't want to come up here. I understand that completely. Okay, here we go. So I do have fresh freesia here too. Those go pretty well together. I think I'm going to put a little fresh freesia into the, into the middle here. Oh, that is a lot darker than it looks, that's for sure. But that's okay. Get it over here on the little edges. Little edge there. So for those of you who aren't in New York, I know you've been enjoying better weather than we've had, but we're going to have 55-degree weather on Friday. So we're going to have 48 on Thursday, no, 44 on Thursday, 55 on Friday, and 44 or 48 on Saturday. So we're going to have 3 days of halfway decent weather. It was pretty nice today, too. So I would like this to be even softer than it is here, but I'm going to, let's see, is this the light or the dark? This is the light, okay. So I couldn't have gone any lighter because light bubble bath is about as light a pink as we have. So go over that. Okay, let me go to the other side and we're going to, you did, Deb, yeah, it's a good thing to have, I think. Especially, I mean, so I'm not supposed to use retired stuff for class, but I think most of you have Stampin' Right markers already anyhow, so it won't be a big deal that you can't purchase them. Sorry, I just got somebody just private messaged me a cartoon to watch or a video to watch, but I don't want to do that right now. So I'm trying to highlight a little bit here, but it's not cooperating. So probably what I'll do after I'm all done is I'll get the dark out from the box that it's in and do some highlighting here. Okay, so there's going to be the center. And you know what? Because I didn't cut it perfectly, I'm going to trim the excess off of this edge so that it looks pretty even everywhere. Okay. Did you all have a great Christmas? I do understand, Deb, completely. we had a wonderful Christmas. Both daughters and their families were here, and it was very relaxed and very fun. No, not high stress like the last couple of years had been. So, and then we had a family event with my extended family, with my brother and my nephews, the ones that are in the area, on Sunday, and that was a lot of fun. My sister-in-law Teresa made up a bunch of games for us to play and with the little kids and the adults. It was so much fun. We had, and she had little dollar store prizes for everybody. It was a lot of fun. It was really neat. Okay, that looks. Oh, let's just get this right here too. Okay, that makes me happier. Looks a bit better than having it off like that was. Okay, so there's what I'm going to put in the center. You know, we could probably just do that right now because might as well start. Let me do this first. Oops, get that out from under there. Oops, oh well. My grandson that's in kindergarten this year, you know, he had over 2 weeks off for Christmas, and he went back on Monday, and they spent the night here last night, and he asked me this morning how come Grover got to stay with me when he had to go to school. Hi, Angela. So I had to explain to him, because you're the big brother and you got to go to school. All right, let's see if I can. So this is 5 inches and this is 12 inches. So it has to be 3.5 inches on each side, right? Am I figuring that out right? 3.5 is exactly where I had it. And now I figure out if we're getting it even here. 3.5. That only makes it 3. It must be 3.25. All right, let's see. Does that look like it's about right, guys? 12 inches. 5 inches taken out of the middle leaves 3.5 inches on each side. That's what it should be. Oh, you know why? Because this is 5.5 inches, I think. Yep, this is 5.5 inches. Okay, so, oh my gosh. I believe this is more like it. 3.25 to 8 3/4. Leaves 3.25 on that side, and 1, 2, 3.25 on that side. Okay, so I gotta do the same thing here. So it's got to go to 3.25. 3 and 3. No, that can't be right. Yep, that's right. 3.25 and 8 3/4. 3.25 and 8 3/4. Okay, I'm going to do this a little different. Let's just do that. Sorry, I'm probably a little bit off the screen here. I know I'm a lot off the screen down here, but not the best I've ever done, but it'll do. All right, let's just get it again. Oops. 3.25. Let's see. That gives me 8 3/4. Oop, a little bit more over. Okay, that should do it. Is it crooked? It's hard to tell with that silver on there. I think it's a tiny bit crooked. That's why I didn't stick it down completely. Okay. That's going to do. Okay. So then this, we're going to pop right here in the middle. Pop it up. And I should probably have a little piece there so it doesn't, here we go, so it doesn't get broken before I get it into a picture frame. I have to go buy a picture frame. All right. All right, we're going to put this like that in the middle. Is the video going okay for you guys? Because it keeps freezing on my end. I suspect it's not freezing on your end. I can't tell if it's crooked or not. Okay, now, so that takes care of that. Clean this off. It's been such a long time since I've worked on here that okay, good. My chamois are drying out. I have to go wet them down again. Okay, let's get that out of our way. And where did I put the dye? Good question. Oh well, I'll find it later. It's here somewhere. Okay, now we've got all kinds of cute little thingies. I am going to put this one on one of the little squares. You know, I should probably, now that I've dumped them all off, I should probably get these situated again. I think I started with this. This is going to be, I don't know why I just threw them all off there instead of paying attention to what I was doing. Okay, good. I'm glad it's not freezing. All right, so got my 4. So if we do fresh freesia, and I'm going to put lemon lolly there. So fresh freesia. And then we'll put, I know this isn't how I did it before, petal pink and soft seafoam, and then we'll go lemon lolly, petal pink, nope, that's not gonna work, lemon lolly, fresh freesia, there, okay. So across. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and glue these down or tape these down so they're out of the way and I don't have to worry about remembering where they go. Whoops, that was good. The tape just ripped the paper instead of sticking to the paper. All right, let's do this. The nice thing is once it's in a frame, you don't have to worry about things falling apart. So, okay. See if I can make this on here even. Yep, it's going crooked. And I need to fold over my messy tape job. All right, I am gonna need my light over here. Okay, woo! I lost part of it, didn't I? Good thing it landed on the silver so it's easy to peel off. Okay, let's try this again. Try to make it even everywhere except maybe wider down here. That looks like it's crooked. Well, we'll find out in a few minutes. So you don't really have to be too thorough about putting it together here because once it's in the frame, it's going to be fine. It's supposed to be the same size as that, but it doesn't look like it is. All right. Okay, and here, oops, darn it. Okay. I'm not doing a very good job of putting them down evenly, but I think it'll still be nice when I'm done. almost right. A little bit lower. Needs to be flush with the edge of that. And it's crooked. Okay. Then this one. Cat fur. Oh my goodness. It wants to eat the paper tonight. I don't know what's gotten into the tape runner. Guess I was probably pushing too hard. And then this one needs to line up there and there. So Angela knows this, but I don't think anybody else knows this yet. Doug and I are going to Guatemala for a week in February. First, we're going to Atlanta for 5 days, and then we're coming home, and 2 days later, we're heading out to Guatemala. Friends of ours were planning to go, and they have a son who just started college, so it's their first chance to go on a vacation, just the two of them, so Doug invited us along. So we are going. Janine, the wife, wanted to make sure that I understood that it's not like going to a sandals resort, because they're making the arrangements themselves, and there's a guy that lives down there that lives up here half the year, and I think we're gonna see him, but other than that, they got a bed and breakfast or an Airbnb that we're gonna stay in, and we have to go by boat to where we're going, and so she wanted to know if I could get in and out of the boat okay with my knees, and I told her my knees are fine and that I can get into the boat no problem, and when it's time to get out of the boat, Doug will just put his hand on my butt and push me up, and that'll work. Yes, this is a great gift, Debbie, and that's why I thought this would be a really good one, a little sampler for baby gift. And this is, so that purple one should have been up a little higher, but I think this will be okay. All right, so now on this one, I'm going to go ahead and, there's the die for that. I'm trying to find my pieces. They all slid under my glass board. Okay. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to put this piece on here, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this one blank. And when I find out what the baby's name is, whatever baby I'm giving this to, I'm going to cut out the letters of the name and put them on there. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that right up there right now. And this is actually a full 1/2 inch smaller, so I need a 1/4 inch showing all the way around. Beautiful. Okay, now for the next one. I feel like I shouldn't die cut and pop them all. So I'm going to go ahead. The cat's trying to get in again through the door that he walked around from before. Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to stamp this little pea in a pod. We needed a well, all of my good acrylic blocks are in other things, so I'm just going to stamp this again with this Momentum. All right, oops, there it is, right on here. And there's wording here, welcome sweet pea. We're gonna put that up. Welcome sweet pea. And that we're gonna do, all right, let me, oh, I will. I haven't been to Central or South America yet, so it'll be, I have to admit I'm a little leery of it right now with what's going on in Venezuela, but I'm sure it'll be cleared up by next month, right? Haha. Okay, welcome Sweet Pea. We're gonna do in green. Yeah, I'll just do it this way for now. Oops. I don't know, this may not work. Let me get the ink pad. I think it'll come out better. I'm going to put it at an angle here. There we go. This is going to be a mess by the time I'm done. All right. Pull that off. So this one is going to go, let's put it on the yellow. I don't want to put it on the, actually it's kind of pretty on it. Well, I got to color it in first anyhow. So let's see, I'll color it and then we'll decide where we think it ought to be. I feel like, yeah. Hang on a second. Oh, they don't have soft sea foam, do they? Let me see here. Yes, they do. I was thinking there were no soft sea foam blends, but there they are. So there we go. And it's kind of light for a pea color. I thought about just doing it in a darker, but I'm trying to keep this whole thing pastel, so we'll go with this and I'll just highlight it with some dark soft sea foam. This is cute. Gonna let the pea be the lighter green in the pod. There. And I'm going to outline that a little bit. Let me get, oh, I thought I had that out here. I know I have that out here somewhere. Aha, there it is. We're just gonna put a little edge around it with the pool party. Hi, kitty. Oop, he backed off. Nope, kitty, leave my stuff alone. Fine. Nope, you can't have that. Nope, that's mine. Okay. I like that, you know, there's other things you can do with stamps and paper besides just cards and scrapbooks. I like that there's things to, okay, now do I want it there, 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 or there? What do you guys think? Any opinions on the petal pink, on the lemon lolly, on the soft sea foam, on the fresh freesia? I kind of like it right on the soft sea foam. I'm going to wait a second and see if you guys have any opinions. Yes, this would be really good for photos too. You're right. And maybe I'll leave one empty to put a photo in. I just realized I did it on the wrong side of the cut square, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. Petal pink, okay. Anybody else? Callie says petal pink. I'm going to put it on the right. So Aunt Bev, you're thinking on the green, or are you thinking on the yellow? Does look nice on the petal pink. Okay, you said petal pink first, Collie, so we're going to go with petal pink for this one. Okay, now let me see. I'm going to do the lion floating down on either this one or that one, because that takes up the whole thing, and I can cut him out. So, all right, that block is too big. This is better. Okay, let me put this back here, and let's put too many things on this desk. Green, you thought green, Aunt Bev? Okay, but I put it on the petal pink, but that's okay. Trying to find my, there they are. Yeah. Is that it? No, that's not it, that's a scrap. Huh. Oh my gosh. I really need to find a different place for the cat's bed so I have more room on my desk here. All right, where did I put them? They were here a minute ago. I had them all here a minute ago. They go under again? Let's see. Nope, they're not under. Oh boy. Well, if I can't, oh, there they are. Back with the die that I didn't put away yet. Okay. All right. Oop. I could even make my little animals, like, could even make them pink. Let's hit them up here. All right, and that's the wrong one. This is the right one. Little baby big love, I think, or I'll do A Star Is Born. Okay, let me clean this one off and use this block. Hi, Terry. Good to see you here. I'm making a sampler for a baby girl, just because that's the paper that I took out. Okay, let's do The Star Is Born in Lemon Lolly, if I can find over here. Lemon Lolly. Put that right down here. Oh, you can barely see it. That's going to be tough to read. But I'm going to leave it there because I don't really have a choice. I can hardly read it, but oh well. Okay. Okay, I'm going to make the star pink. Uh-oh. Well, this is fresh freesia, but why is it so wet? What the heck happened to that? Huh. That's interesting. Just from sitting around, I guess, because it's brand new. I haven't actually put any ink or anything in it. All right, so, well, since I started it with fresh freesia, we're going to finish it with fresh freesia. Now, see, now it's not going to color at all. This isn't good. I might have to call customer support or demonstrator services and ask them to replace this. Brand new. Might want to get my old one out. Try with that. See if the other side is wet. No, it is not, but it is darker. All the paper is wet. Okay, we're doing this side again. We're doing this one again on the back. Wrong. Okay. Probably gone through. Yes, it has. All right, I'll do another one, and I'll just, at the end, I'll cut one. So, all right, that's going in the garbage. Let's move this out of the way so I'm not stamping on top of anything. Put this back on the block. Do it again. All right, and let's do, I do still want this to be in yellow, so I'm just going to get a darker shade of yellow to put the words on. I'm going to get Daffodil Delight. I might do the whole lion in a darker color too, just so it kind of shows up. This will be better. That's better. There's something on there though, but still a little dark or a little light, but it'll do. Okay, now Daffodil Delight. Oops, wrong side. Oh yeah, that's good. And it's still pastel-y, so that works. All right. So cute. So those, I hope you all know that the new mini catalog, the January-April mini catalog is available now as of Monday. I've already placed an order, and it's also bonus days. So for every $50 order you place, you get a $5 coupon that you can use from February 2nd to, I think it's March 14th or something like that. So you'll have a nice deal now, plus you'll have that later. The product of the month this month is a really nice sentiment stamp set. I can't remember what it's called, but it's very, very nice sentiments. So let's get a little shadow here, a little shading. All right, and then we'll do the balloon in, let's do it in dark bubble bath. Oops, wrong tip. All right, whoops, I'm down to 2 people watching. I know I had more than that on before. Oh, well. All right. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to do the same thing with this that I did with the other one. I'm just going to put a little border around it. I just find that it stands out better if it has either a light gray or a light blue border around it. So, and if I'm going to give it to who I think I'm going to give it to, she is actually an art teacher. So it would be nice to give her something artistic. I'm surprised the momentum ink ran a little bit there in the belly. It's not supposed to run. You don't really have to be particularly careful about this. You just kind of want a shadow, so it doesn't really matter if it's messy. And I only want it around the lion. I'm not going to put it around the balloon. All right, let's get this one on where it belongs here. Make sure it's dry before I put it down on anything. I don't know where my silicone pad went, but we'll about that in a minute. So, okay. That one's going to go here. 1/4 inch border all the way around. Okay, I am going to do just a couple more live and then, because it's almost, I've been on for almost an hour already, and then I'm going to go ahead and finish it and show it to you all. I'll post it when it's all done. So I'm going to put the teddy bear on one of the littler squares. And I think I'll cut him out, but I don't think I'll pop him. I think I'll cut him out and then put him right flat against, let me see, here's one. Let's go ahead and put this on. Oops. This one I'll put on the green. The print, do you mean the words, Aunt Bev? So like here on A Star Is Born? Yeah, it's not, I know it's not coming up very clear, and it's not really dark either, so, but it'll, and I don't think it'll help me to get it any closer to you, I really don't, because it's just pretty light. Oh, there it is, yeah, that looks, you can see that pretty well, and I'm not sure what that is, but I'll probably try to erase that off. We'll see. Okay. Oh, there it is. It's underneath. Okay, so let me go ahead and stamp my teddy bear and cut him out. Get some scrap paper here somewhere. I've got a lot of scrap paper on this desk. I don't think that's wide enough, but let's see what happens if I angle it right. Maybe. I think that'll work. Okay. And this I'm going to go ahead and do in a real light brown. Okay. So all of my browns are in other things. So I'm going to use pecan pie, but I'm going to stamp it off. Get some scrap paper here to stamp it off. And, oh, it's not that dark anyhow. We're going to go ahead and use it full force. Looks like my pecan pie might need to be inked up again. There we go. That's not too bad. It's pastel-y. Oh, look at this. There was tape on there. All right. I'm going to cut this out real quick. Yeah, it's hard to see, especially with the light glaring down on it, but it definitely looks better close up, which is how most people will be looking at it when they see it hanging on a wall or whatever. So, okay. Did that move? It did. There we go. Sorry if my head got in the way. It may have. Yeah, it moved. Oh, well, that's okay. It's highlighted. Unintentionally highlighted. Okay, and that is going to go right here. And I'm definitely going to go around that. And like I said, I'm not going to pop it because I don't want to pop everyone. Comes the cat. Kitty. Kitty. Stay out of my stuff, please. No. Nope. No. Here. 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 Here, go get that. He is easily distracted, thank goodness. This is really stuck. It's not usually this stuck. Plus my pin that I usually open it up with is kind of sticky too. So there it goes. Okay. There it goes. Here we go. Nope, watch out. Okay, and that's gonna go right here. Beautiful. Let's go around that a little bit. I don't know. If I go around that, you're gonna be able to tell that I didn't cut it very centered. Oop. Oh, I just wrote on it. Okay, after I get off, I'm going to do another one of these, but I'm going to go ahead and go around it now. So I'll do another one and just stick it right on top of it. Okay. Yeah, see, I don't like that it's so much there, so I'll do another one of those when I get off. Let me do one more. Let's see here. The clothing. I'm going to do these guys up in pink and put them on. Well, you know what? I think I might do a clothesline with a couple of little things hanging off of it. I don't know if I can do, let's see. So if that's there, and I put the clothesline so it just goes here to here, I will have room to put clothes on it. So I am going to do that. That's the last thing I'm going to do on here, and then you guys can just, I'll post it when I'm all done with it later, and you guys can just check back and see it all done. Okay. Clothesline. The nice thing is it's flexible. You can stretch it however you want. So I'm going to make it very shallow. Like that. Work. Yes, that will work if I do it at an angle. Okay. All right. Let's see here. There. All right. I will clean that later when I'm cleaning everything else later. Well, just leave it on there for now. All right. Now the clothes. So since these are all shaded in, I'm just going to do it like this. Hi, Cat. Thanks, Cat. Put one here. What else have I got? Put one on the other side that has, Kitty, come on, that has pockets on it or something. So I'll do this one in the middle and then one on each side of this. In different pastel colors, definitely one pink, maybe some shades of pink. Okay, teddy bear off. This one on first. Kitty, please stop. Come on, I'm going to make you leave the room. Oh, goodness. All right, yep. So my goal for this week is going to be to get the cat moved someplace else so I have more room on my desk because this is getting ridiculous. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and get my little Stampin' Dots out and use those. Okay. Petal pink. Do the middle one in petal pink. I'm going to stamp this off on the scrap paper first to make sure that I've actually got color on it because it doesn't look like it's very inky. So if I just find my scrap paper, I might have to just use a different scrap paper. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's see what happens here. Yep, I just have to do it up really well. If I'm not mistaken, there are clothespins, yes, so I'll be able to put clothespins on them. Just have to cut them out. So this one's going to go in the center, right about there. Good, beautiful. And then I'm going to put, let's set that there. I'm going to put one of these on each side. One of them is going to be yellow, and I think maybe I'll do the other one purple. So, let's see here. Lemon lolly. We'll see how it shows up. If it doesn't show up, I'll do something different. Again, I'll put it on the scrap paper first to see how it does. All right, let's see here. Nope, that's too light. So we are going to go with Daffodil Delight. It's going to hang here like that. That's still too light. Well, maybe I'll outline it in black so you can see it. And then I'm going to grab Peach Pie. No, I'm going to grab Calypso Coral and I'm going to stamp it off once so it's lighter. And I probably ought to clean this stamp first. All right, and let's do Calypso Coral. I think this will be dark enough. Beautiful. It's so similar to that color though. All right. And then, whoop, there are, oh, that's kind of crooked. Oh well, there are two little pockets that we're gonna put right here. I'll just use the big, ugh. And this time I'm not going to stamp off because I want the pockets to be darker. Right about there. There we go. That's so cute. These are clear, so I'm going to go ahead and do that other one in a different color because that is just way too... Well, maybe I'll do it in Daffodil Delight again so that it puts a little more color on it. But first I've got to clean this messy block off. That back on. Oh, that didn't get very clean, did it? See if any of my other ones are wetter than that. Yeah, maybe a little. Couldn't have stained that quickly. That's better. Okay, let's try this again. And it could be that this just doesn't have enough ink on it. Looks like I've got to re-ink a lot of them. All right, let's see if I can do this. It's going to be hard. If it's bad, I'll just start it over on the other side, but not while you guys are on, because that would be ridiculous. It's hard to see through the block and the stamp whether I'm getting it in the right place. Taking my chances. Oh, that's better. That's not bad at all, actually. Did pretty good with that. Okay. This is going... I should have put yellow in the middle since it's going on the yellow one, but that's okay. Okay. And actually, I could put it up there and then put the name down here. I'm going to do that. I'm going to... get my trusty undo out. First time I ever did this, it really made me nervous. I thought, oh, this is going to stain. It's going to ruin everything. But nope, it dries clear. It just comes right off. You just have to wait for that to dry and wait for this to dry. Thing is, it leaves a lot of sticky, but that's okay. Now let's dry it up. See how nicely that just dries right up? Don't worry about that one later. All right. Okay. Oop, cheapers. That was mean. How nasty. Okay. And that's the other thing, that the tape that's on there comes up very easily after it's been undooed. That's why I added more tape, even though there was tape on there. So, oh, and it even took it off of there. All right. 1/4 inch on each part. There we go. So then I'm going to leave this one blank for the name to go on it. So let me put this on there. And I still have 1, 2, 3 more blocks to do, and I'm not going to do them, not going to make you sit through them. So it is amazing, Holly. If you don't have it, you should get some. Michael's used to have it. I don't know if they still do, or Hobby Lobby, but you can order it online for sure. So I bought my first one of it at a stamping show, a rubber stamp show. And then I went and found a nice big refill bottle. Okay, so I'm not going to make you guys sit and watch this. Hi, Beth. Oh, Beth, I'm just going to go off and finish this off screen. So if you want to watch the video, you'll get the idea. I'm making a sampler for a baby gift. So I'm going to go ahead and not make you sit here while I complete these other 3 blocks. And obviously I can't complete this block until I know of a baby being born and a name for the baby so I can put it on here. Hopefully it's not like Annalise or something huge like that, but I'll figure out what I can do. It's really blurry on there. Let me get it up. So I'm going to cut out the clothespins and put them on here, and I'm going to do this block, and this block. And so I'll do those, and then I'll come back on and post it so you guys can all see what I did. And I'm going to let you guys go for now. Like I said, don't forget about bonus days. Don't forget about the new catalog, the January, April mini catalog. There's also brand new online exclusives. Don't miss those. I ordered a lot of stuff from the online exclusives because there's some really neat stuff there. So make sure that you get on. If you have any problem figuring out how to find things, just let me know. I'm happy to help you. It is called Undo Share, yes, UNDO. This is what it looks like, and it smells chemical. I don't even know what's in it, but it does the trick each and every time. Not so good with glue, but definitely with tape. With glue, it doesn't really dissolve the glue, so it's harder to get it off, but it's definitely good with tape. So make sure that you have it on hand at all times. Okay, guys, I'm going to say goodbye now. I don't want to keep you longer. It's been an hour, and I hate to go that long. It's been an hour and 5 minutes, and I hate to go that long, so I'm going to go ahead and log off, sign off, and I'm going to finish this, and I'm going to post it tonight. So happy stamping. Have a wonderful week. I'll see some of you this weekend. If you're planning to come, please make sure you let me know right away, and I will see you then. Bye.